Hi, this is Lisa Kelly, Notre Dame author and class of 1993, and you are watching the Two Irish Brothers show. Cheers and go Irish.
So here we go, a 26-yarder. Good for Ho. He's 4 for 4, the biggest little man in South Bend.
What's up, everyone? I'm Sean Moerity.
I'm Benjamin Walters.
And this is the Two Irish Brothers show. You guys know the drill. Hit that subscribe tab in the bottom right-hand corner. And speaking of which, we've had a nice little explosion of subscribers over the past week, and we are 60 away from hitting 1,000. 60 away. So like I said, it is crazy. The 1,000 subscriber mark, we're almost there. We can taste it. And like I said, guys, in the short that I did, if you guys help us get to 1,000 subs, Ben and I will be doing a giveaway, like a t-shirt or something or whatever the case may be. We're going to have to sit down and talk about it. But Ben, if that happens, quite the accomplishment for this small little show, isn't it?
Yes, it would be. Very much so.
And again, we can't thank you guys enough for helping us get to this point. It's awesome. But also, in addition to that, like or dislike the video for algorithm purposes, and hit that bell icon so you never miss a video whenever we upload one or whenever we go live. So with that said, we got a nice little episode for you in store here, and it all starts with this, Ben. I don't know whether to call this unfortunate news or not so bad news or whatever the case may be, but we just found out recently that, like a lot of other Irish fans, that quarterback Riley Leonard is going to have surgery again on the same leg that he had surgery before. But it doesn't sound extremely serious. They're just replacing the plate that he had put there before.
Yeah. So he had surgery, and surgery was extremely successful, according to Marcus Freeman. There is currently no timetable for his return, but he will be ready, it sounds like, before the season starts. So glass half full, that's good news. That's really good news. Steve Angeli has officially taken over the number one QB spot for spring ball per Freeman, but everything is okay. And I'm not too worried about it. This just gives him more time to study. And these are the times when you can get hurt for an entire season. So the less that he's in spring ball, in my opinion, is not a bad thing.
I was going to pretty much have a similar view to that, because after really thinking about it, he's a graduate transfer. And I'm not saying that the top guys don't need spring ball. Of course, all those extra reps help, whether it's spring practice, fall practice, whatever. Those reps help. But, Riley Leonard being a grad transfer, he's been through the war already. He knows what to expect. I guess the only thing that hurts is getting to see him gel with his new teammates at Notre Dame. So I guess that you could say that hurts a little bit. But overall, to a degree, I don't think it really matters.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, not at all. This is spring ball. Have the injury now as opposed to week one, and then it's all right. Well, back to the drawing board. So, yeah, I'm not super worried about the Riley Leonard injury. It gives Angeli some more opportunity to come into that role if he needs it.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that. I'm totally okay with that. And I mean, Leonard can just continue to study, and he can continue to learn tendencies of his guys, and he can continue to mentor. So no, nothing to worry about here. Let him get legitimately healed up. Probably replacing that plate now as opposed to later was a good thing. So no, it's not concerning.
Well, and you kind of beat me to the punch already on this, but I definitely think it's a good thing to be able to see the guys behind him get some reps. Two guys were particular that I'm looking at, and I'm not. Well, I mean, I say all three of them, yes, both Angeli, Minchie, and Carr, but the two that I'm really looking forward to seeing the most, hands down, Steve Angeli, but probably more importantly, since he's our future, CJ Carr. Not overlooking Minchie by any means, but I just think when it comes to the final two guys on the roster, Carr already has that edge, I think. And maybe that's not fair to say, but the thing is, we have seen Kenny Minchie already.
Yeah.
Carr's the one who I really want to see.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't disagree there. That's a really good point. And yeah, I think if you're going depth chart wise, it is Leonard, Angeli, Carr, and then Minchie. Unfortunately for Minchie,
I guess technically you could say they are battling it out for that third and fourth spot respectively. It's just maybe it's just the hype in me talking. I don't know, but it's just we've all heard so much about CJ Carr.
Yeah.
I want to see him in action. Minchie, I've seen in action already, and
yeah,
and maybe this isn't fair to say because it's a long ways away from now, but with where this team is going, and this is only just speculation. I'm not saying it's fact. It's not like I have inside info or anything, but I think this is being set up to be CJ Carr's team.
Yeah, I think you're correct because Carr's a Freeman guy. You know what I'm saying? Like Freeman legitimately recruited him. He's come in. He's Freeman's guy. You know, Angeli was not, and Leonard is and isn't. You know, I mean, if you look at the transfer, then yeah, he is. But if you look at, you know, recruiting classes and all that, then no. So kind of like, yeah, whatever. So yeah, I think CJ Carr is the man. And he's Freeman's guy through and through. And only time will tell. But I think CJ Carr coming in early speaks volumes of not only what Freeman wants to happen, but what Carr wants to accomplish. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. It'll be really interesting to see the continuation of the spring ball battle, and what'll be very interesting is to see the blue and gold game because that'll say a lot too.
Well, that's what I'm talking about, particularly
Angeli and Carr and even Minchie. You know, of like who really, I mean, and yeah, it's a glorified practice. I get it. Like, and you're not going up against an opponent. I get that. But, you know, who looks more crisp? Who looks like they are settling in just quite nicely? You know, that speaks volumes. So it will be interesting. And all Leonard's got to do is just continue to be Riley Leonard. So he's got nothing to worry about.
Yeah, and look, I get it. Maybe come first week of the season, you know, there's always that concern for you know, for rust and this and that and whatever, you know, which is always a cause for concern. But I don't think that's going to be the case. You know, like I already said, Riley Leonard, he's been through the gauntlet, if you will, for lack of a better term. He knows what to expect. And myself personally, as long as he's fine come week one, heading into the Texas A&M game, I'm okay with him missing the spring.
Yeah.
So
yep.
So but overall, it doesn't sound like it's a very serious injury. Yes, it's going to keep him out for the spring, but what would you rather have him healthy for the most, spring or week one of the regular season? I think that's an easy question.
Yep, I agree. I totally agree. And you know, it's one of those unfortunate things, though. You know, it's football's football, and it's contact sport for a reason. So
yeah,
this happens.
And the bonus is you get to prepare your depth chart, see who fits where. So I mean, in case things come to if it comes to the worst, you know what you have to prepare for that.
Yep.
But I hope that doesn't happen. With that, one thing we got to do as well, Ben, is we got to give a shout out to the Lady Irish basketball team. They advanced to the Sweet 16 with a victory over who was it?
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss. Yep, they beat Ole Miss today. They advanced to the Sweet 16. I'm not gonna lie. I don't watch a lot of women's sports, but I do know that Neil Ivey has done one incredible job with this team after Muffet McGraw left, and they're poised to make a nice little run here.
Yep. A familiar school is on the horizon for Notre Dame. The Oregon State Beavers take on the Fighting Irish, and one would assume that whoever wins that game pretty much is going to get South Carolina, because South Carolina will play either Indiana or Oklahoma before that said matchup. But South Carolina is the number one school in the country and the number one seed the entire bracket in the women's side for a reason. So I think it's safe to say that South Carolina will be the next opponent if the Lady Irish can handle the Beavers of Oregon State. But so we wish them nothing but the best. I've watched a little bit of their basketball, and they got a very, very solid team. They're sneaky good. That's the thing with the Lady Irish. They're very, very sneaky good. They've had a little bit of ups and downs this season, and they're finally putting it all together. And that's what's exciting, is they've put it together at the right time, and that is tournament. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what they can do. And Sweet 16 is no easy task. So
that's when things really start getting tough in either the men or the women's tournament. So this is where you get to show what you're made of. Yep. And also, how about that? If they were to beat the Beavers twice, that we pounded the Beavers this year.
Yeah. Yep.
That wasn't too dirty, was it?
No.
We got it done.
Will lightning strike twice is the biggest question.
Yes, yes, because we got it done in the Sun Bowl for football. And Grant, I know you can say what all you want about that bowl game and who was in, who was out, and whatnot, but doesn't matter. Victory at the end of the day is all that matters. So to beat the Beavers twice in two different sports, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
So one final thing to talk about here in this video, Ben, that week has arrived. It is the start of the UFL. But let's just face it, it's all been the same league for the past couple of years, just a new name. But yeah, chance to watch the Battlehawks kick off and make a run at it, because the championship is going to be in St. Louis this year. So the Battlehawks go all the way. They will be playing in front of a hometown crowd in the championship game.
Yep. So yeah, we'll see, man. It's unfortunately with UFL, there's a lot of turnover. So can you gel quickly and put together a solid team? That's the biggest challenge. It's not like the NFL where these guys are together for years and develop really good chemistry. This is guys just thrown right together and got to go to work immediately. So we'll see. I'm excited. I always love football, and football's football. Doesn't matter if it's the UFL or the NFL or NCAA. It's football. So I'm excited.
Well, and Ben, in the last live stream that we did, you brought up a good point on something when we had a commenter give us his answer to a question that we asked. But you got several fans that are bad-mouthing this league, and they've been doing it even when it was the USFL and the XFL separately. Listen, the best way to describe it is this. You got some people trashing the league, trashing spring football. And I think and I agree with what you said on this response to a question. You can't come into this league expecting the NFL. You just can't, because it's not the same as the NFL. We all know that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's still pretty good football. And these are guys fighting for jobs in the NFL.
Yeah.
I think last year between the two leagues, they had around 40 or 50 guys make NFL rosters.
Yeah.
I could be off on that
capacity. Yes. Yeah. The only way you're going to get anywhere near the NFL is the CFL. And that's not just my opinion. That is straight from Chad Johnson's mouth when he played for a minute in the CFL. So, I mean, you can't come into this expecting that you're going to have an NFL product on your screen. You just can't. But what you are going to have is a lot of guys trying really, really hard to make the NFL. or go back to the league, because some of these guys were in the league and now they're trying to get back. So that's what you're going to have.
Well, our quarterback, A.J. McCarron for the St. Louis Battlehawks, he was on the Cincinnati Bengals last year. Now, granted, yes, it was a backup role. And with a lot of the roles that these guys get from this league when they do go to the NFL, yeah, maybe they're backup roles. Yeah, maybe they're roles on the practice squad. But still, just to be on a practice squad, that still is a guy fulfilling his dream of playing in the NFL. Because unfortunately, with some guys, that's as far as they're going to go. But it's like, hey, you're getting even if it's just practice, you're getting a chance to play in the NFL. Of course, you'd rather play in a game or at least be on the active roster. But this might sound pathetic, but guys who make the practice squad, that's more than a lot of players get.
Yeah, it's not easy. It is not easy. So
no, not at all. So, yeah, with that said, guys, the UFL starting up this week. Ben and I will be covering the St. Louis Battlehawks in particular, because just covering the whole league would just be too much. So we just decided to cover our favorite team, and we are going to have a special little video about that probably tomorrow or Wednesday night.
Yep.
Whenever we can get some clips filmed, we'll have that out for you. But yeah, I figured we can tell them this part, Ben. But we'll probably do that every Saturday after the game that night. That's when we'll release a video. Maybe we could go live a couple times, but we'll definitely have something out for you guys Saturday after every Battlehawk game.
Yep.
Whether it's in the afternoon or in the night, we'll have something out for you.
Yep. And then the other tidbit of news is there is no live stream this week, only because it is Holy Thursday. Go to church. And we will resume that the following week on Thursday. But no live stream this week on Thursday for Holy Thursday. But we will be doing some stuff after the Battlehawks game on Saturday, and then normal content to follow the next week. So there you have it.
Excellent. So, yeah, other than that, I think we've covered everything that we set out to cover here, and I don't have anything else. Do you, Ben?
I got nothing.
All right. Well, with that said, everyone, you heard it. You heard it straight from Ben on that last part. No live stream this week, but Saturday after the Battlehawks game, we'll have something. And come on, people, we are 60 subscribers away. Get us to 1,000. That's when we start doing a giveaway.
Yep.
So, on that note, everyone, I am Sean Moriarty.
I'm Benjamin Walters.
And as we always say, good night, God bless, go Irish, go Battlehawks.
Go Irish, beat the Beavers, and go Battlehawks, beat the Panthers.